So, I kind of wanted to, well, nothing special is going on today, but I kind of wanted to do an outfit of the day / talk about a concert I went to yesterday. So, my boyfriend's birthday is Saturday, and his parents bought us both tickets to go to A Day to Remember, Rise Against. And, at first I didn't really want to go because, like, he was like meeting his friends there, and I didn't really want to, like, be the girlfriend that, like, brings, like, kind of, like, ruins the fun or whatnot. I'm sick. I sound, like, terrible. But, it was really important to him that I went, and like, his friends like me, I just didn't, like, I encouraged him to have bro time. And so I went there, and we were hanging out with his friends and stuff, and, like, within the first 5 minutes, we were, like, standing there, and, like, the opening band was playing and stuff. They weren't that good, and so nobody was really paying attention to them. And I got, like, a monster can, like one of, like, the big cans, thrown at my head, and I was so mad. I mean, like, I wasn't mad, I was just, like, disgusted because I had just got there, and it was, like, I was wearing clean clothes and everything, and he just poured sticky stuff all on me. And it was the first 5 minutes, so I would have to, like, deal with the sticky stuff on me for the rest of the time when I was there. And it was supposed to rain, and it was an outdoor thing. So, like, I was all bundled up with, like, 2 pairs of socks and, like, Uggs, and then yoga pants and, like, 2 sweatshirts. And when we got there, it was super hot, and so we couldn't find somebody to, my cat just ran into my window. My hair looks like poop. We couldn't find, or, like, we got his bassist and his band to hold, not the band we were seeing, but my boyfriend's band, to hold our jackets. And so, yeah, and then we were like, oh, it was like A Day to Remember, and it was like one of our favorite bands, so everybody was like all hyped up, and people were like crowd surfing. There was mosh pits and everything, and Connor was going in and out of the mosh pits. And this one guy, I was standing there, I don't even have my shirt, wait, one guy, like, yanked me into the mosh pit, and, I got, like, caught in it, and they were, like, pushing me around, and, like, the girls were trying to, this one guy kept, like, pushing me and pushing me and pushing me, so I punched him, like, right in, like, the chest, and he was like, oh, man, I'm so sorry, and I'm like, good, because I was, like, I don't know, I was scared, not really scared, but, like, I was caught, and Connor was, like, trying to get to me, but he couldn't, and, I got hit in the head with, like, a ton of crowd surfers, and last year, I hurt my head. I got 4 skull fractures, and I broke my ear canal and drum. So now I get, like, headaches or, like, migraines, like, really easily. So when things were, like, hitting my head, I was, like, not having a good time. And it was, like, a whole bunch of people jam-packed together, and it was really hot, so, like, you got, like, claustrophobic, and you couldn't, like, breathe. And so, I kept telling my boyfriend that I needed to get a drink, but our band was playing, so we didn't really want to go. So we made it all the way up to the front where the stage is, and we found these group of people, and they were like, oh, you want to go up to the front, and we're like, yeah, that would be great, and they're like, alright, let's all push through the crowd together. So we're like, okay, and this guy was holding his beer up like that, and he was just, like, pouring it all over me, like, all down my shirt, and, like, in my mouth, and it was so, like, disgusting, and I had, like, wait, no, I got a drink first, and I chugged a Mountain Dew right before that, so I got, like, a stomach ache, and then he was pouring beer all down me, and I kept screaming at him to, like, stop, because there was enough room to bring your hands down so you weren't pouring it all over me, but no, he kept pouring it all over me, and I was grossed out, and people kept, like, telling me to, like, go, and, like, people kept pushing us, and there was no room to move, because, like, the security guards were standing like that, and, like, they wouldn't let you go any closer, and so they kept pushing us, and I had, like, a panic attack. Like, there was beer being thrown down me, my stomach hurt, I had a headache, I was super hot, and so, like, I turned around and I started shoving everyone back and started punching people, and I was like, I need to get out of here. And my boyfriend, like, didn't know it was, like, serious until I started, like, crying. And so we were trying to make our way through the crowds, and like people were moving out of the way because they realized I was crying, which was like, I wasn't like sobbing, I was like tearing up, because like I don't like throwing up in front of people, and I was like, I thought for sure I was going to throw up, and I don't want to throw up where people are like jam-packed in, you know what I mean, because that's like, I wouldn't want somebody to do that. That's like ruining people's time. So I had to get out of there quick, and people weren't moving fast enough. And then this one guy, like, it smelled like weed and beer throughout the whole thing, so it was already making me nauseous. And this one guy just stood there, and he was just like, where do you want to go? And my boyfriend's like, you need to get out. The guy would not move at all. He just was like standing there, and I was like, bro, I need to get out of here. You need to move. And he was like, oh no, you just want to get up to the front. I'm not moving, blah blah blah. And I'm pretty sure he was probably high. And he was like, I'm not moving, I'm not moving. So I started pushing him and like clawing at his neck, and I'm like, you need to get like the F word out of here, because I am really mad. And Connor was like screaming at him and yelling at him, and like the guy would not move. And so I took his head and like knee rocked him, and he was like, he still wouldn't move, but one of like the security guard people, like he was like this close to the gate, so like the security guard people were on the back of the gate, and the security guy was like, oh, are you okay, are you okay? And he was like, at first he thought I was like fighting with somebody, just to fight with somebody, so he was going to pull me out for no reason. And then I was like, no, I need to get out of here. And Connor's like, she's having an effing panic attack. And the security guy, like, here I am, like, freaking out. My face is, like, super red. I had just, like, punched several people, and I needed to get out of there. And the security guy just, like, pulls me over and, like, throws me, like, into, like, the grass. Like, the gated area was, like, the safe zone, so people could, like, calm down. And, he was like, are you okay, are you okay? And my friend's mom comes out of nowhere, and she's like, are you okay? And I'm like, yeah, I'm fine. And then this couple, Amanda and, I don't know what his name was, but this couple follows me out there, and they're like, oh, are you okay? And I'm like, yeah, I'm fine. I just had, like, I need to get out of there because I thought I was going to throw up. And they were like, and, like, the guy was like, oh, I thought he was stealing you. So this guy was about to freaking try and fight Connor, because he thought Connor was trying to steal me, because Connor was like, he, like, had his hands on my, like, ribs, and he was trying to, like, guide me, like, through the crowd, and, like, his arms were, like, this, like, around me, so, like, nobody could touch me, and he, so it probably looked really bad to other people, but they thought Connor was trying to steal me, and the guy, the boyfriend of Amanda, was like, oh, I know what happens to girls at concerts and stuff, and I didn't want that happening to her, and blah, 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 and then we went back in there, it started raining, I was soaked, and, like, muddy as well. Like, these are my yoga pants, right, that I wore there, and, like, I don't know if you can see it, but there's, like, mud, like, caked all over, wait, it's not focusing, there's, like, mud caked all over it, yeah, and then this shirt. So by the end of the night, I was covered in beer and, like, sweat and blood from other people, and I smelled like weed. And then this is the shirt I wore, and there's, like, mud right there and, like, all over the back. But overall, it was probably, like, the best night, like, including everything, including, like, the panic attack and, like, punching random people and, like, moshing with grown-ass men. It was, like, the best night of my life. And I'm glad I went. So, yeah, but